All right, this is Justin with Targeting Alpha back with a video. I just wanted to do a quick recap on the stock SES. So in the past few days, this stock has really gone parabolic, and it's it was hard to borrow. So I don't even know if there was any shares to borrow on TD Ameritrade. So I'm making this video not necessarily where to take a short position, but if you were in on this stock early and you saw the parabolic run up, you need to know kind of when to get out of this stock. And so I'm going to go ahead and break down how I was able to call the top of the stock. The first thing you want to look at here is on a daily chart. Now I pull my daily up to a 2-year daily so that I can kind of see a little more action going back on this stock. And as you can see here, there was some resistance levels here in this range around the $12. And then the big resistance point here is in this area. Now, on the daily, you can, these long wicks, these are just kind of, FOMO days and just pump and dumps. So you kind of want to disregard those looking on this daily. And this is a strong level, this 2638. You can see that it had a lot of trouble breaking up over that area. So always start when you go long one of these pre-market gap stocks or stocks that make huge run-ups like this. Go ahead and chart it on a daily here. And if you go into a 5-minute time frame on this stock, you can see here that it made a nice run up, held its gains through all after hours and pre-market, and then just kind of started its parabolic run up. So let's kind of look in. Now, I do want to point out here, as you can see that level on that daily, it looks like it's gaining some support there. So it's got a little support off that level here on that pullback. So this is kind of an important level here, whether this thing is going to break down further or head back up to the upside. Me personally, I think that it's going to break down through this level just because there's just a lot of bag holders in this stock, and there's going to be a certain point in time where losses will just be cut. But going back to this day here where we saw that parabolic run up, now the first thing you can see here on this high here, it went oversold and there was a slight divergence, but you didn't really get any true pullback below any type of resistant level, and it just kind of consolidated over and made another run and another run. So on this run, there's kind of 3 pullbacks. Anytime you hit that third run up, the probabilities go up on the stock kind of cooling off and pulling back. So as you can see here, you have a strong divergence here on your RSI on the 5-minute. But most importantly, what this did not have was any level of resistance to stop it from continuing up. As you can see on this, once you pull or pushed up here, pulled back, and ran back up, you put in a divergence on the RSI on the 5-minute, and you were running into resistance. So that would have been a perfect spot to go ahead and take off. You already had your nice little move up. I mean, if anything, take your profits here and wait for another pullback to get in. But on that pullback, you saw a break of the trend. Also, you can see here a head and shoulder pattern coming into this stock with, the neckline about here in the 2049 range. And actually, you would probably want to do something more like that. And this 5-minute candle here, you saw a sell-off from 23 down to 20. And it broke that, however you want to chart this head and shoulders, whether you go from this level here. Just add it on there. Or an upward type of trend, head and shoulders. Either way, it did break down that level. So you then get a halt of the stock here. After that halt opens up, you can see that it does pull back, and you get a kind of a washout, a halt washout long, where some people play this here for a couple bucks long as the some shorts cover, and then it kind of rolls over here, kind of for the rest of the day. It also, if you're drawing trend lines here, you can see it had some trouble getting up through that upper trend. At the end of the day, it finally did go up, but it ran into some resistance here at this level. So to kind of confirm this as a retest of that uptrend, I would have want to seen this, a candle, 5-minute candle close above this range right here, where this candle, and this candle hit. And as you can see, it would have worked out perfectly on a taking your money off the table, taking your profit and going. So I had actually tried to get a fill on this stock down here in this $3 range on Friday, and I missed it by a few pennies, and I just decided to look at something else. I really wish I wouldn't have, but you know, that's part of this. You do miss some of these moves, but this thing was definitely a parabolic runner. As you can see, it's breaking down this $12.12 support level here. So next support you're probably going to see is maybe this pre-market high here, around 1074. After that, you're probably looking at 795 area. So these are kind of the important levels for today for the stock to hold up. But yeah, just want to make a quick recap on calling tops of parabolic runners. Just to kind of recap, always check that daily resistance levels, and then pull into a shorter time frame like a 5-minute chart and start to look for divergences of your RSI, as well as pushes outside of the Bollinger Band. So this was kind of just a no-brainer. You had a three run up, you had a RSI divergence outside the Bollinger Bands at resistance levels, and I'm sure many other traders saw that same thing, and that's why you get that pullback and that sell-off at that level, because you know, basically all you're doing is looking for what other traders are going to see and trying to get the market psychology of what's going to happen. So I hope this video can help you in the future on the parabolic runners, maximizing your profits. And if you're new to this channel and haven't listened to some of my videos, I do have a few videos on different indicators that I use. I kind of go in detail about this RSI and how I use it in the different ways, as well as other things, and many more videos coming in the future on different indicators and strategies that I use to be profitable in the stock market. So like my video and subscribe, and you guys have a good day. Good luck on your trading.